Hi, this is RGK and I'm showing you how to build the Great Wall of China, the second wall. No, there is only one, but it's a collector's edition. Okay, I might have you confused there, especially with the collector's edition. Well, it's because only the first few levels are free. If you go on Steam and you type in building the Great Wall of China, you'll find that it's free, but it's actually kind of a demo of the first chapter. But then if you want to get the full game, look at my wall, you'll need to pay for the collector's edition. I'll come back to this a bit later. So let's dive in, and the aim is to build that wall, and in order to do so it's about collecting resources, and it reminds me a lot of the Settlers game. So you might be more familiar with the games like Kaiser or Zeus, Cleopatra, I think no Pharaoh, I'm not sure of the names anymore. The games that were about to make your people happy and produce resources and cater to them with arts, entertainment and pottery and many things. Here this game is more like the Settlers, where you need a primary resource, like let's say food. Then with food you can chop trees, you can get wood, and with these primary resources then you can build the other building, quarry to get stone. With the stone you can help build a coal mine. The gold mine needs some coal, and then you can use gold to remove some of the rubble on the wall. And finally, with food and stone you can build it. So it's a resource management, microgestion of the resources and supply and demand, let's say. So very much like the Settlers, which I really enjoyed, and that's why I decided to play this game. So right now you can see the berries are respawning. That's the only thing that respawns. The trees do not, so I have to build a sawmill pretty quickly, because the sawmill will generate wood, and the wood that I will need for the buildings. So on this spot I cannot choose where I put my buildings, and I will need wood as well to build the bridges. But first the sawmill, and I could improve my main camp with some stone, so I'm gonna get some of these stones. So these are some resources that you can get and they don't reappear. If you want more of these resources you need to build like the mine or quarry or whatever. So now I'm gonna improve this one, and I have 2 workers. To direct people, it's not automated like in the Settlers game. You really have to click on every single resource, every single building for them to gather it. Otherwise I won't do anything. Lazy. You have to do all the work, which is where it's actually different from the Settlers, because it makes you keep engaged with what's on the screen, like you're scrutinizing where something will pop up, like a new resource, and in the meantime you're also trying to think about like the right sequence of events. So some maps are different from the others, like some things is farther away or blocked or you cannot access yet and this sort of thing. So you have to think ahead while you're looking everywhere on the screen for what's available. So it means that you don't really get bored because of that system. So it's not brain dead where you just click everywhere on the screen like some of the clicker games. Oh, an enemy is attacking me. Right now I cannot defend myself. I'll show you how to defend later. So I'll need wood, so good thing I have a sawmill. Here it's getting useful to have multiple workers, so I can do several things at the same time. I can have up to 4 or 5 workers, I think. Okay, so I cannot access that quarry yet. I need to build a bridge, and then I'll need more wood to build a quarry. Some maps have different kind of roadblocks or different orders in which to do things. So for every new map you have to think a little bit differently, which keeps you like engaged. Every time you are on a new map, you're like, okay, how is the layout, and what do I build first, how do I approach this, and so on. And on top of that, you are constantly busy with looking where the resources are popping and so on. So this is not boring, even though it might seem so. Once you're playing it, it's not boring at all. Maybe for you then, if you're watching and you don't really have to click anywhere. Okay, so it keeps you engaged, but also what you want from this sort of games is to be relaxed. Like for instance, Wildlands is a game that is attempting to recreate the Settlers 2, and the gameplay is really good. Everything based on the Settlers 2, but slightly different, or some new improvements, some new stuff. However, the game is really ugly, so it doesn't feel good to play Wildlands, while this one is very pretty. And same for the Settlers series, they went to 3D and it doesn't look so good, and the systems are a bit different. I don't like them. So I'm really appreciative of how this one is like a 2D game with a very beautiful hand-drawn graphics, because eye candy is very important for this sort of games. And that's what I'm getting here with also the pretty music. It's very soothing, relaxing, and at the same time you're not bored because you always have something to do. So on that part, it's quite well done. Okay, now I'm gonna gather these resources before I get attacked again, because I need to build a fort to prevent the enemy from attacking me so easily, so I can defend myself. Alright, then coming back here with gold, and now I need some coal, so I should build a coal mine as well. Our path is blocked, that's why I'm not getting that coal back there. You can see the stars on the left, so if the timer goes to 0, I lose the mission. Most of the missions you have ample time to play and finish it, but the challenge comes if you want to get the 3 stars. I usually don't think that it's a good mix to have relaxing games with a timer, but here it kind of works, because then it makes you need to optimize the way you do things and the order in which you build everything or collect resources and so on, and what buildings you improve or not, what is the priority for each level. Like sometimes you might want to prioritize gold because there are lots of rubble to take out in front of the wall, all this sort of things. So there is another layer also on top of that to get the 3 stars, is this caravan here. So the caravan allows you to store things that you will retrieve in the next mission. So here, let's get some food in there. Oh, I'm attacked and I didn't build the fort yet. It's okay, I have enough wood to counter whatever, to repair whatever they destroy. Okay, good. And now I'm collecting the resources. Maybe I should have a few more workers. Okay, right, and I'm gonna build a fort now. Okay, I have enough resources. You'll see something I really don't like about this game very soon, next time I get attacked. Okay, so the caravan. So now they're putting some resources in there, and you can only put them like 2 by 2, and it takes a while. So you cannot just at some point decide, okay, now I'm gonna fill the caravan with all my excess. You kind of need to prepare beforehand. Otherwise, what can happen is that you finish the wall before you have finished replenishing the caravan, so you don't have all the resources you could have. And it's important to put a lot of resources in the caravan, because when you start the next mission, you'll have a speed boost, and you can directly start by building some of these instead of having to chop wood first. I mean, I had to gather the berries, then chop some wood, and then I could build. But if I had a speed boost, I could directly, for instance, build a coal mine, something. Okay, I'm attacked, and I have to click on them, because yes, this used to be a mobile game, so you have it on iPad and things like that. And while on these devices it's okay to have to touch the screen to kill them. I mean, even for a relaxing game it's a bit at odds with the theme, but with the mouse it's really annoying. This is really the part of the game I don't like. It's not that difficult, but it's not very fun. It's a bit stressful for something that is otherwise relaxing. Another layer to get the 3 stars. I completely failed for this mission, but it's perfectly fine because I'm talking and I'm not really optimizing my wall. Here at the bottom of the screen you have a few powers. One is to freeze time here, first time. Others, oh by the way, you cannot just mouse over to have a tooltip, you have to keep pressing as if it was on mobile. So a few mishaps in this game that are due to the mobile port, but yeah, it's not too bad. So here I keep pressing. All available resources spawn at once, so if this was available I would click and all my buildings would drop their resource. Some allow to shuffle the resources between what we have, and some wall costs 50% less. So this is very important for a 3 star. Sometimes you want like a nice speed boost in the end, you don't have that much resources, and then you click this and suddenly the wall is very cheap and you can completely build it. Let's just have a look at another mission. So the 3 stars really are interesting because then in the end it's not just a relaxing game. It can be if you want it to be, and it is even if you go for the 3 stars, but it can also become challenging and fun when you need to optimize every single thing. Okay, let's just get any random level in the snow. I'm sure you want to see that. And lots of little things about Chinese culture, like ancient Chinese culture. Right, so here I have some pumpkins. See if what I put in the caravan is here. I should have put more things. It would have helped a lot. I still have to shop wood. So the layout here is quite different, like the trees are farther away. And I have a fisherman's hut instead of a farm. But overall, yeah, as you can see, the game decides where you can build, you don't choose. And yeah, that's why it changes every map, and you have to think just slightly differently. Something else that I didn't like in this game is the Steam achievements. They are known. I mean, there are achievements in the game, but it's not tied to Steam achievements. And also, there is no Steam cloud for your saves. So if you want to keep saves of the game, like if you just like to go to any level and just play from there, or if you want to change from computer, you need to manually save the files. You cannot just rely on Steam cloud for this one. And finally, the elephant in the room for the collector's edition, it's a price. So the first few levels, like if you want to get a taste of it or just a bit of relaxation, it's for free. That's when you type in the name of the game. But then if you want to unlock the full game, you have to buy the DLC, and it's at $14, which is quite expensive for a mobile game. It's only $5 on mobile devices, and already on mobile they're complaining about the price. So this game is a bit too expensive. I mean, it's understandable with the great music, with the nice art and so on, but still it hurts a little. I mean, I would expect, I don't know, a full Settlers game at that price nowadays. Well, even though it wouldn't happen because Ubisoft owns the license. But yeah, for mobile game it's kind of a lot. But then it's up to you if you feel like you really want this, because it's actually quite enjoyable. I had a good time with this one, and you know, I play lots of hardcore games, and sometimes I like these relaxing games, and also the challenge of the 3 stars was quite good. I actually like to optimize my little ant colonies. I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing, so I'm not being very good at these maps. But yeah, I like the game. it's good. It's a lot of eye candy. It's gorgeous, very beautiful, very relaxing, while having enough challenge and being really engaging. So kept my mind busy, and I was immersed in it and addicted, because every time I was boosting the caravan for the next mission, then I wanted to take advantage of my boost, and some of the missions I didn't get the 3 stars straight away, so I did it a few times until I got it. I had a good time with it, but then it's up to you to see whether it's something you would like or not, especially at that price. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye.